Desert Island Doctor Who. Top 10 seasons and stories I'd take with me to a desert island. Picture the scene. You're in a boat. You've brought all your Doctor Who collection with you, but the boat is sinking. You're going to be stuck on a desert island for the rest of your natural. What 10 seasons and 10 stories do you take with you? Okay, that's what this. I was going to do a completely different video for this anniversary vid. I actually did a ranking classic Who vid, and then it got blocked for some reason. Fucking decided to suddenly start copyright claiming because I had a little bit of the season 19 Blu-ray trailer in. Thanks, BBC, you utter worthless fucking cunts. So I've decided to do this instead. Top 10 seasons and top 10 individual stories that I'd take. Now that might sound slightly difficult. Actually, I don't think it was as difficult as I thought it would be. It's actually reasonably easy. Now then, the top 10 seasons I would take with me. The first one would be season 7. I think it's by far the best Jon Pertwee season. It's one of the best seasons of all time. All 4 stories are good. Spearhead and Inferno are 2 of the greatest stories ever. It's pretty much a no-brainer for me that this would be on the list. Now, here's where it gets slightly different. I'm going to take basically all of the Tom Baker era. Season 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. Tom is my favourite Doctor. It's my favourite era. He has my favourite companions, particularly Romana, both of them, Leela and K9. And as much as, you know, when I've done top 10 seasons before, I try to kind of include other Doctors and, you know, like move away from perhaps seasons that I don't like quite as much as others. But in all honesty, I think the Tom Baker era as a whole, the whole 7-year run, is not only the best single era of Doctor Who, it's the one single era of Doctor Who, to my mind, that stands up against any other franchise, whether it's Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, or Buffy, or the X-Files. That single era is as good, if not better, than absolutely any of them, all on its own. Because I sometimes feel when I've done ranking videos, I sometimes feel that classic Who, even excluding New Who, it's a little bit of a cheat because you're talking like 26 seasons and effectively a whole bunch of different shows all lumped under one banner. So it's a little bit of a cheat in a way. But the Tom Baker era to me is the pinnacle of Doctor Who. I'm sorry if you disagree. I'm including all 7 seasons of it. That's the stuff I'm grabbing when the ship's going down. So that takes us up to 8 already. 9 and 10, and again, I don't think this is going to surprise too many people. I'm taking seasons 25 and 26. I'm sorry. I'm a McCoy baby. He's my Doctor. I can leave out season 24, but season 25 and 26 are coming with me. I think it's a shame the McCoy era isn't longer. I think it's a shame it didn't last longer, both in terms of the years it was on and in terms of the length of the seasons. Because if it did, I actually think it would, you know, almost, as long as it kept the quality of 25 and 26, it would be kind of up there with Tom for me. As it is, it's not, because there's not enough of it. But it's still my second favourite era, and there's no way I'm not taking 25 and 26. Now then, the top 10 individual stories. You know, I mean, if this was actually real, I think I would want an example of all the classic Doctors. We've already got 3 of them, but that leaves another 4. And then there's individual stories that you'd really want to take. I think of the top 10 stories I'd take with me, I'd take The Time Meddler for Hartnell. I think it's a great story in its own right. It's by far my favourite Hartnell story. That's going with me. Troughton. Ooh, Troughton's a tough one because I really like a lot of Troughton. Actually, I think I'd take 4 Troughton stories with me. I think I would take the Moonbase, the Web of Fear, the Invasion, and the War Games. Honestly, the Troughton era is another one that I really like. My only really problem with it is that so much of it is fucking missing, and a lot of the animations aren't really that great. And it's really, really aggravating because I think he's a great Doctor. I love the atmosphere of his stories. I love most of his companions, especially Jamie and Zoe. It's really it's a shame. Again, it's a shame, and it kind of lasted a decent amount of time because obviously it was only 3 seasons, but they were like double length seasons. So in a way, it's like a 5-season show of the later Doctor Who. But again, so much of it is compromised by the fucking missing stuff, which is really, really irritating. But yeah, I'm going to take the Moonbase, Web of Fear, Invasion, and War Games. All 4 are among my favourite stories. Fuck it, I'm taking them. Pertwee, I've already got season 7, but I'm taking Day of the Daleks. I'm sorry, that's one of my absolute favourite stories. It was like the first Pertwee story I saw. If you discount the Five Faces ones, which I don't remember because I was like 6. Love Day of the Daleks. There's no way I'm not taking 3 Doctors. Oh, Carnival Monsters as well. I love them. I think they're 2 brilliant stories. I kind of wish the Pertwee era had been funnier more often because I think the funny ones really stand up in a way that, you know, some of the stuff doesn't necessarily stand up as well. But I think they're really, really great. Davison, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough to leave out things like Earthshock and Androzani. I'm going to go with 5 Doctors because it's a classic, and I love the 5 Doctors. And in order to get a Colin in there, I'm taking Attack of the Cybermen. Let's be honest, that was the first Colin I saw. Still one of my favourite stories. Yeah, I think I'm actually quite happy with that. That's a good list. Okay, so my top 10, the top 10 seasons I'd take to a desert island. Season 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 25, and 26. And the top 10 individual stories I'd take: Time Meddler, Moonbase, Web, Invasion, War Games, Day, 3 Doctors, Carnival, 5 Doctors, and Attack of the Cybermen. Happy anniversary. Let me know your desert islands, Doctor Who's, down below. Bye for now.